times, and there's going to be a third time probably, because you guys think each one of you is responsible for the comfort, well-being, affirmation, validation, confidence, worth and value of the other. And then you expect all that. And then the rest of it. VV30 Male, California. Thank you, sir. Says, hi, Mehran. Hello, Vivi. It's 1.5 years after my divorce. She cheated, betrayed, lied. I have movements of real anxiety. I have moments of real anxiety, and I can't focus in anything. Why do I still feel that way? Time has passed. Thank you. Why it still feels that way? Why do you think you feel the way you think, and you constantly are thinking about her? There were these two monks traveling from one monastery temple to another. On their way, they were passing through a jungle. On their way through the jungle, there was a body of water. On the side of their side, where they were approaching the water, there was a woman which she couldn't cross the water. One of the monks offered to carry her on her back and cross the water. The other monk says, what are you talking about? You can't do that. We're monks. We're not supposed to be touching women. We're not supposed to be in contact with women. And anyhow, the other monk said, well, she needs help, and I'm willing to do that. So he got her on her back, and of course she was holding on to him, and he was feeling her body holding on to him, and that to them was against everything. But that's what the feeling was, and that's what was happening. So he crossed the water with her on her back. On the other side, she put her down, she thanked him, and he bowed, and the two monks went. And the other monk got on these other monks' face, and kept telling, while they were going to where they were going, kept telling him, how could you have done that? Master will be amazed, and this is not acceptable. You sacrificed, you broke the code, and this shouldn't have been done. You shouldn't have been, this is a sin. You committed a sin. And he went on for the duration of the travel, condemning him and scolding him about what he had done. And finally, when they were getting close to where they were arriving, the destination was, he said, what do you have to say about yourself? I mean, you sinned. And how can you? And finally, the other monk turned around and says, listen, I sinned for 2 minutes from one side of the body of the water to the other side. You're the one who's talking about it for the past 8 hours or so. Who's really done the sinning and causing this to stay as what it was, wrong or right? So, it's 1.5 years. The whole thing was done in a day. You're the one who think about it for 1.5 years later and created this thinking to continue, hence the feeling of devastation, anger, anxiety, all comes from thinking. Change your thoughts, Vivi. Change your feelings. Change your life. Everything is about your thoughts. It doesn't have a hold on you. It doesn't have to linger on you. It's not a piss that is a continuous pissing on your pants that is wet. There is no wetness. It was one time you pissed It's gone. It's finished. You can move on. You don't have to think about that pissing. It's not a continuous event. It happened a year and a half ago. You keep thinking about it, therefore you keep feeling it, how you felt then. Just simply rise above it. Say, I really don't give a fuck. I really don't give a shit. She cheated. That's a reflection on her. She was fucked up. She betrayed me. Why do I care for her to be loyal to me? I don't want someone who's not loyal to me to be loyal to me. That's not important to me. I want someone who is loyal to me, so that disqualifies her. She lied. But because she was a liar, why do I expect a liar not to lie? Why am I so surprised that a cheater cheated me, betrayer betrayed me, and a liar lied to me? What else did I expect? The problem is I didn't know that she was a liar, cheater, and a betrayer. That is why. But now that I know, it is my sin that I keep thinking and be shocked and surprised as if she was not a liar. Now that I know she is, I shouldn't be surprised that she was not a betrayer. Now that I know she is, I shouldn't be surprised that she wasn't a cheater. Well, now that I know she is, well, that describes her. So what's the surprise? She was a cheater, betrayer, and a liar. I didn't know it, but now I do. When I didn't know it, I was shocked. I understand that. But now that I know, I'm not shocked anymore, because I should think of her as who she is. The problem is, you think of her as she used to be in your mind before you know that she was a cheater, a betrayer, and a liar. And you still think of her as that, and you're still shocked why. But if you look at her as who she is, cheater, betrayer, and liar, no more shock. No more expectations. And you will go on your way. And you'll say, I don't give a shit. That's who she is. You can't constantly walk in your life and say, I can't believe it. I'm so pissed. How could that donkey piss in the street? That's a donkey. What did you think it was? A horse race? A show jumper? Trained in the arts of mannerism? Coming from school of etiquette? You were shocked when you didn't know it's a donkey. Now that you know it's a donkey, with it comes pissing in the street. You didn't know she was the way she was. Now that you see she cheated, betrayed, and lied, then what can you expect from someone who actually was that you just didn't know? Now that you know, be free from it. Look at her for what she is, then you will not expect, oh, yeah, that's why she did that. Okay. It's not because of you. It's because of how she was, who she was, what she was. But you didn't know until you did. And when you know,